Netflix's returning crime thriller series steals the streamer's top spot. Netflix original series make up a huge portion of the content available on the streaming service. Many of them have gone on to serve as the first step in sprawling franchises. That is the case for shows like Stranger Things, which has an animated spin-off series, and more shows in development, Bridgerton, which has a spin-off limited series, Squid Game, which spawned a reality series, and so on. Allying that with one of the most popular genres of Netflix shows, which is crime thriller series, a returning show has found streaming success after a long, multi-year hiatus. According to Flix Patrol, Berlin and the Lady with an Ermine has become the most watched TV show on Netflix worldwide. The crime thriller series marks the latest chapter in the global hit franchise that began with Money Heist, aka La Casa de Papel, all the way back in 2017. The spin-off is the second limited series to be led by Pedro Alonso as Berlin after the end of the original show. The first Netflix limited series to focus on the character was Berlin and the Jewels of Paris, which dropped on Netflix on December 29, 2023. Each show follows a heist. Berlin and the Lady with an Ermine is closely followed by Netflix's new detective series, Nemesis, in second place on the streaming service's global charts. The Money Heist spin-off, released on May 15, also leaves behind shows like the WOND Earfuls, Legends, Devil May Cry, and the crime series Man on Fire and The Chestnut Man on the streamer's top charts. At the time of writing, Berlin and the Lady with an Ermine is trending in 88 countries, indicating that interest in the Money Heist franchise remains high despite there not being any new releases in that gritty world for years. Out of those nations, the second Berlin series also ranks as high as Netflix's most watched in a whopping 54 countries. Those include Argentina, Brazil, France, Germany, Italy, Portugal, Spain, and more. Although the Spanish crime thriller series is not Netflix's most watched nationwide, Berlin and the Lady with an Ermine is currently the 9th most popular TV show on Netflix in the United States, showing its hold on the streaming service is consolidated. It ranks higher than Between Father and Son. In the US, the most watched TV show on Netflix is Nemesis, with La Brea, Man on Fire, and more trending. Berlin and the Lady with an Ermine's critic score on Rotten Tomatoes has yet to become available. However, at the time of writing, there are 2 negative reviews logged on the platform. For Mundo Cine, Marta Medina Perez calls the Netflix series' biggest irony the fact that the second Berlin show is made with so little artistry. In Escribiendo Cine's review, Juan Pablo Russo commented on how adding new storylines, characters, and more to a show that was already struggling to keep itself upright does not help Berlin and the Lady with an Ermine. A third Berlin series has not been confirmed.